when you're starting to earn your own money, parang it feels liberating, it feels freeing. Even if if I get these resumes, I wouldn't hire myself. I have to find a different way. Ano yung way lang na available for me? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Kasi based from experience, you can only create mistakes up to the level na kaya mo.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we have Marc Mancilla, Chief Executive Officer of Leo Advantage, a forex trading school that makes trading accessible by making it extremely simple. Learn how to trade the forex market in 5 minutes without any jargons, indicators, or robots. So, hi Marc, how are you today?
Hey Kat, I'm doing good. How about you?
I am doing great as well. I'm having a lot of fun preparing for today because our questions are super juicy. So I hope that you're ready for it. So, Marc, for those who haven't really met you yet, can you give us a quick background of yourself and how you got to where you got in life?
Okay, great. A short background about myself. I'm the CEO of Leo Advantage. It's a school where we teach people how to trade the forex market and enjoy the lifestyle that they want. Initially, it's just me who was trading, but then once I got to enjoy the fruits of trading, na-realize ko, parang wala akong kasama sa pag-enjoy. That's why I started teaching. Yon.
Oh, so the whole intention of you starting the school was really to get people on board with you. So did that mean that for a while you felt kind of lonely in your journey?
Oh, I think dun nanggagaling yung it's lonely at the top. Or, nung time kasi na yun, of course, my network isn't as big or, well, college friends, high school friends, hanggang ganun lang din. So, yun.
Okay. So does that mean that you were trading already since college? Can you walk us through that experience?
Oh, of course, of course. Yes, I was trading back in college already. Nagtitrade ako in between classes, during classes. And actually, may mga times pa nga na when I make money while in class, nawawalan na ako ng gana to finish the class. So, ayun, I think yun yung nagiging problem ko, and I think yun yung nagiging issue ng mga new traders ngayon. Why do they have to finish school when kumikita naman sila? Kasi 'di ba, the whole point of finishing school or completing college is of course for you to get to a good job and then earn some money. Eh, what if you can earn some money na even if di ka pa nakagraduate? So, nawawala, I think, yung motivation. And that's what happened to me back then.
Yeah. So it was extremely privileged of you to have that experience at such a young age of college. Was that idea planted to you since you were younger pa? Because for example, you're not gonna like succeed that much just like that when you were in college. It must have come from another source or idea when you were even younger. So where did it come from?
It came from the exposure na binigay sa akin ng parents ko, wherein they control the environment that I am in. So, high school pa lang, di ba, usually, what do high school students do? They have fun, study, party, get a girlfriend, break up with a girlfriend, yung mga things na ganon, di ba?
Yeah.
If you're in an Asian household, you have piano lessons ng weekend, you have recitals, all of these things. Yung sa akin, ang ginawa ng mom ko, change niya. So, instead of party, instead of may socializing din naman during the weekdays, but most of the time, pag weekend, exposure sa business people. So, dinala niya ako sa cash flow, dinala niya ako sa different seminars, and she made it fun for me to attend the whole seminar thing again. The whole seminar experience. Kasi ang nangyayari, parang during those times, feeling, alam mo yung nung bata ka, when you're starting to earn your own money, parang it feels liberating, it feels freeing kapag ganon. Yun, I think that's what made it really interesting for me.
Oh, so before you entered trading, was there a pivotal moment where you realized that your current situation was something you didn't like. That's why you look for those kinds of opportunities.
Of course. Before trading the forex market, yung sa stock market okay lang, but before trading the forex market, yung group of friends ko kasi in Lasal ay really well off. They are sons and daughters of really rich Chinese corporations, and napapansin ko yan whenever we go out ng group, laging on a budget ako. Sila, they order whatever they want. They buy whatever they want. As in, randomly, kunyari, for example, we had to print something. Di ba normally, papanik ka kasi puno yung print shops. What they do is, they go to the nearest store and buy a printer. Ang mahal-mahal ng printer. So for me at that time, parang, what? Ganun-ganun lang yun? And then, wala, normal lang. And then they drive sa school with the really flashy, cool cars. Benz. So parang, these people, yun. Diba may kasabihan na, you are the average of the 5 people you're with. Parang 4 years ko silang kasama, hindi naman ako naging Chinese. Hindi ako naging as wealthy as them at that time. So I think different then. I think for me, it's not the average of the 5 people you're with. It is something else. It is the 5 people you work with. Hindi you're with. Kasi I'm with my friends, I don't know, 16 hours a day, 10 hours a day, the entire time. Pero di ko ever nakuha in those period yung results that they have.
So where did you go looking for those kinds of results or opportunities? How did you start?
It was during a cash flow event, Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. So while playing the game, I encountered a specific incident. Ano yun eh? Parang in the game, you have to play the money game, you have to create your cash flow, you have to generate cash, you have to generate your capital, and eventually get out of the rat race. The rat race is where a lot of people is trapped. Yung go home, go to work, paycheck to paycheck, and all of those things. May isang incident doon wherein may nabunot na card, stock market card yon, wherein you have the opportunity to buy it at a really low price, parang $1 per share. So we bought a lot. Okay, masaya and everything. I bought parang 1,000 shares yata. And then, right on to the next player, as in saktong-sakto, yung kasunod, nabunot niya the same opportunity, pero this time, you can sell the stock market card at a really high price. I forgot if it's at 40 or at 50. So that means, kumita ka ng 39 USD per share. I bought 1,000 shares, parang naka 40k or 50k yata ako. While yung ibang tao sa nakalaro ko, they gained parang 100,000. May isa pa nga nag-million eh. So naisip ko, wait, if nagagawa ko to in the game and something like this exists in the real life, like the stock market, bakit hindi ko to gawin for real? Para ma-enjoy ko yung 50,000. I mean, even if yung 50,000 USD gawin mo siyang peso, sobrang laking bagay niya sa akin as a student. Yun.
Oh, and that's how you started meeting other people who are played like this. So going back to your experience in college where you'd earn and lose the motivation to finish school, how did you do it? You still graduated, you still pushed through and made a lot of money since then. So how was the act of balancing those two responsibilities while being clearly aware that you could just drop out anytime?
Gandang question. I think it's very relevant to a lot of people ngayon, especially mas nagiging accessible na yung trading for everyone. I was able to finish it dahil lang because of this words from my parents. Sabi nila, you would have more credibility to ask your future sons or daughters to finish college if ikaw mismo natapos mo yon. Kasi nga, what's the point of all of these things? Well, at the end of the day, di ba, you just want to earn. Pero how can you say to your kids na, oh, kailangan mo mag-school? Paano mo sasagutin yung, ikaw nga hindi ka nakatapos, you're enjoying life. So, what's the point? Ayun. So, at least yun, masagot ko na siya before it happens. Diba parang strategy yun sa sales eh. Before the rejection comes up, you answer it na. So, I think in that sense.
You answer it. Okay, interesting. I love that. So, how did all of this, your early exposure to high income, high net worth people, and I think, did these people have to work hard to where they got?
No. Of
They didn't.
course. Building their company, yes. But when I met them, hindi sila yung office work hard. Hindi. More of entrepreneur, work hard, they close deals. Parang naalala ko noon, na randomly, hindi ko alam bakit. Napasama pa ako sa isang coffee shop meeting yon. And then they were closing a supplier deal. Parang overseas yun eh, sa Maersk, M-A-E-R-S-K. Basta parang ganon. They were closing a deal, a partnership. Tapos naalala ko, the business proposal is just a partnership. Parang formality na lang yun. Pero nung pinakita sa akin yung possibility, nung company na yon partnering with this Maersk company, medyo nalula ako dun sa numbers. Kasi ang bilis ng coffee shop meeting na yon. Walang 1 hour. Not even 30 minutes. Parang, how are you? Lalala, tas signing, tas uwi na. Walang chachebretse masyado. And, naalala ko nun parang 9 figures yata yon yung partnership worth na yon na given 3 years, ito yung total na mag-generate nila. And doon ako nagkaroon ng inspiration. Wait, these people, they work 30 minutes at most. They drink coffee while other people have to take a break. They have to paalam pa sa boss nila, oh, pwede po ba mag-coffee break muna? Itong mga to, they literally just drink coffee and they close businesses. Yun na yung work nila for the day. I mean, you could stop working na ganun, diba? And I got inspired because of that.
So everything you did was really focused on the low work, quote and unquote, but high impact level kind of tasks. How did that mindset shape you in the work and money making opportunities moving forward since then?
Sorry, naka-off guard ako dun. Oo nga, no? Lahat ng actions ko ganun. Nawala sa character. Oo nga, no? Okay. Sorry, nagkabigla akong realization.
Share mo yan. Like, right in that aha moment, what did you realize? Now that, it all led to this point. So what was the biggest lesson? Go.
Yeah. Oo nga. Parang ngayon ko lang napansin yun. That has been my way of doing business. That has been my way of generating money. Low effort, high income. After that experience and other experiences na similar sa ganun, parang na-inspire ako to do it. So, I remember asking some, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And then, na-level up yon to, it's not about who you know, it's about what the people know about you. Yun. Because people may know you as a scammer, pero yun nga, knowing you as a scammer is a bit different. So, number 1 is, it's what people know about you. Number 2, system. You have to have the ability to scale whatever you have or whatever you do para hindi ka limited. Kasi essentially, even business people, they trade their time for money. They have to go to meetings, they have to do all of this. It's just that they have a system in place wherein namomultiply yung money, namomultiply yung time nila. Essentially, I think, biggest lesson ko rin, after having set up the system is, a lot of people think it's about earning money. It's about how to make money, how to make income, how to generate this and that and this and that. I think ultimately, it's more, if you focus more on how to generate more time, how to invest time management instead of just money management, baka mas mapabilis or mas mapalaki yung income that you can generate. Kasi if you can invest, let's say 1 hour, and make it grow to 3 hours, 4 hours, mas mamumultiply mo yung amount that you can charge, di ba? Yun.
Oh, that's so cool. How did you come to learn that lesson? Was it really just meeting and seeing these people, or was there a specific instance in your life that made you go, "Oh, I can grow my 1 hour into 3 hours"? How do I do it?
Maraming sources na yun, from different mentors, different books, different seminars even, and different people. I first heard about it sa book ni Robert Kiyosaki. Sabi niya, there are 4 types of people: the employees, self-employed, the business owners, and the investors. Your goal, parang a lot of people are in the employee and the self-employed section. Ang goal nun is to move to the other side, sa cash flow quadrant. Move to the right side where the business owners and the investors are. Ang pagkakaiba ng business owner and investor sa employees and self-employed ay they have the ability to multiply their money. Yung specific words pa nun is, a specific sentence was, if you can leave your business for a year, go to a vacation, go to Dubai, go through immigration and everything, and you come back and it still grows even without your presence, then what you have is a business. Yun yung specific line na nag-stuck sa akin na, how will that be possible? If ikaw yung main asset, if ikaw yung main generator ng business, you'll be forever stuck. So, from there, na-derive ko, how will I be able to do this? If I'm doing trading, how do I do it? If I'm doing trading as a business, if I'm teaching, how do I do it? Na even if I leave, even if I go sa Dubai for a year or Japan for a year, pagbalik ko, mas lumaki pa yung business. How will that happen? Ayun. So there's systems, there's people, there's a lot of things there.
I love that. And I like how with everything you're faced, you always have a context and a sort of limit that is placed on you before you ultimately find the answer. It looks like a skill already. Like in every question that I ask, you've come up with that format. If I could have this with this current context, how do I do this? So how did you come to have that kind of mindset and built it over these years?
May shift yun eh. Hindi yun yung initial question or hindi yung initial mindset. Supposedly, I think nag-translate na lang. The initial mindset was parang the context of it all is instead of saying I can't afford it, ask how can I afford it. So parang from there nag-start, instead of saying I can't do it, you ask how can I do it. Parang doon siya nag-revolve. And then doon ko nagagamit yung skill ko sa pag-interact with people. So instead of finding the solutions on my own, I tend to ask a lot of people questions. So ito nga, mas sanay ako nagtatanong instead of getting the questions. So yun, I think from there, I get to discover a lot of different perspectives. And there have been a lot of different perspectives, like different approaches in life, how some norms or how some beliefs really are not as supportive. Ganon. If you want to be successful, if you want to have a lot of money. Yun.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Because right now, let's say for someone who's going through learning about themselves, and especially after college, you're suddenly face to face with, oh, I can do anything technically in life. And people say this, 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 this. But even with you, in having to meet and interact with a lot of people, of course, you get to meet a lot of different people. And in doing so, there's a lot of different lives, right? And with the questions that you ask, it's also a question of which life do I want? So with that, parang, how did you choose what kind of life you want with the multitude of ways that people can make money and create the life that they want? How did you know this is where I want to go? This is the kind of life I wanted? Because there's so many options for you.
Ah, gandang question yun College yun parang we were asked to create a vision board. Tapos nagmamadali ako nun. As usual, hindi ko siya nagawa the days before. Final paper yan, vision board. And ginawa ko siya few minutes before class. Wala akong pictures, wala akong anything. Nag-drawing lang ako nun na may mga people off to work while ako nag-enjoy lang ako sa bed, may pajamas, earning money. Yun doon nag-start. Tapos when I did a lot of visualization, kasi nag-go through a lot of seminars na rin, nung visualize ko siya, hindi siya masyadong clear. Parang, totoo ba talaga? Okay lang ba to? Hindi ba to mali? Kasi diba dapat you should go to work. Ba't ako nasa kama lang, nag-enjoy? Not until nung, I think I was in third year or fourth year college na, sobrang galing nung finance professor na yon. Na yung first day yon ng class, tinanong niya sa buong class, what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Describe your identity right after college, yung successful na ikaw. Who do you want to be? Tapos, syempre, my classmates were saying, I want to be a successful banker, I want to be a successful business person, la. Tapos, yung sa akin, nagre-reflect ako nun, gusto ko lang magpatawa ng class. Sabi ko, context, hindi ganun kataas yung grades ko. So ako, I want to be a bum. I was expecting the entire class to laugh and the teacher to be disappointed. Pero, nagulat ako kasi she looked me straight in the eye and said, well, you better be smart because being a bum is expensive. What? Ayun. So, clarify ko yun after class, tapos in-explain niya. Sobrang galing. I forgot the name of the professor. I know how she looks like. Sobrang galing. Naalala ko nun during college, lagi ko siyang thank you. And nung bumalik ako to do a speech in LaSalle, hinanap ko siya sa buong department, tapos nag-thank you ako. Kasi, if not for that specific reassurance, na okay lang pala yun, I think I wouldn't have pushed through with the setup. Kasi, nga naman, if you want to become a bum, you have to have proper systems. If you want to lounge around the whole day, you have to be rich enough to lounge around the whole day. If you want to be a bum, but still enjoy what you have to know a lot of people. Parang ganon. So, from there, doon na nag-form, okay, if I want this kind of lifestyle, ano yung kailangan kong gawin?
I love that. That is so good. And for a professor to actually take your answer seriously and not as a joke. Because even when you were just saying it, I was like, oh, the prof is gonna joke around. But no, she actually took your answer seriously and even built on it. Did she think it was a joke at that time, or when you reconnected with her, did she actually answer you seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was her legit answer. That's so cool. So ultimately, from that point, it was the norm for you. It was possible for you. Because I wanted to ask, this whole mindset of low work and high impact is not really normal in the Philippines, for example. And everyone's conditioning, or what everyone is used to, is you study well, you get the loudest, you get the orgs and all that, and then companies will hire you. But you did the other way, kind of. So how did you deal with other people telling you otherwise, that this is the right way you should go? Especially since you were young at that time and open to a lot of new things.
I think magandang context din na I didn't have good grades. 3-year course lang talaga yung sa akin, pero inabot ako ng 4, magfa-5. So, diba, during job orientation week, laging ina-ask yung transcript of records. Sure na ako, 100%, na hindi siya impressive. So, I had to figure out a way on how to make money if hindi man mag-work. Kasi even if if I get these resumes, I wouldn't hire myself. Why? Tapos, ang main advantage ko pa was I know how to build a business. Why would I hire someone who knows how to build a business who will likely copy my business and eventually maybe become a competition or a competitor? Diba? It doesn't make sense. So, dun pa lang, inisip ko na I have to find a different way. Ano yung way lang na available for me? So, that could be starting a business. The problem with starting a business is you have to know a lot of people. You have to have capital. You have to really work hard. Nagtry naman ako. I did networking. I had products, a lot of things, pero it just does not work for me. Yung mano-mano ganun, it just doesn't work for me. I tried so many things. Before there was Grab, me and my best friend already thought of something pero hindi Grab yung pangalan. Ganun na ganun yung business model. Pero hindi rin namin pinush through because of the effort required nga. So anything that requires a lot of effort, for me, hindi siya nagiging sustainable. Kasi knowing myself then, where I excel, usually dun sa start. Not during, little in the end. Yun.
Yeah, so in the execution. So ultimately, it was a process of trial and error. You had one thing that you were banking on, which is you knew how to ultimately break limits or create new opportunities, right? But you still had to figure out where that thing worked, right? Because even if you had one thing, you didn't know where to plug. It's like having a key and you didn't know which lock would turn for you.
Correct.
So you had to figure it out at every step of the way, even if people were saying so many things. Ultimately, what was the most important was you really believing in yourself and the vision that you were fighting for. So, how did you get to this point of where you are? Is this the point where you started up LA? How did it get there?
I think, yun, na-multiply siya when I started LA. It was with my partner, si Nikki. Naalala ko kasi noon, LA is not my first trading school. It's my second. Well, technically third. Kasi the first one was just me. The next one was a different school and then LA. And convinced na ako before I met Nikki na, no, I'm not gonna teach anymore because of so many things in the past. Parang the cons outweigh the pros and mas madaling mag-trade na lang. Okay yon. The problem with just trading is, well, mag-isa ka lang. The whole point nga ba't ako nagtuturo is I want to enjoy this with friends, with other people. Yun lang yung yun yung parang pinaka-only pro ko sa pagtuturo. Outweighed by so many cons, so many legalities, so many competitors, mga ganong things. Nag-boom siya ng sobrang laki when I met Nikki kasi yung weaknesses ko na fill in ni Nikki plus the things that I didn't know that had to be filled in, na-fulfill niya. So, na-establish na namin yung system wherein I can just focus on my strength, mas, you know how it feels. Alam mo yun, di ba? You're doing your business ngayon. You can delegate the, the mahirap na parts or the boring parts for you to other people, and then they can really excel at it. Parang ganon. I think yung strength mo really is communication. Yung other admin parts, I think yun yung dinedelegate mo. Coming up with the yun din kasi yun sa akin. Diba, you noticed nung nabuo mo yung team mo, everything was just better, faster. Parang ganon.
I love that. And then from there, things boomed. And now you kind of have like a lot of people looking up to you, right? So you have a lot of people looking up to you. And a lot of them mention how they want the lifestyle that you have. They want the life and the way of making money that you have. Because the way you show up is, whatever I want, I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get it. And a lot of people really want that. So what do you think is your philosophy for that, or the trade-offs that you had to make to get there, in contrast, for example, with the Philippines, where a lot of it was really, save it first, protect it first, and so on and so forth?
For me kasi, it really just works. A lot of my answers is Ganun lang talaga. I, I, I think that was, ito yung magandang part that you could put a framework on. Kasi for me, what worked lang before, napansin ko lang, the more I enjoy, the more I attract opportunities, the more my mind is focused, the more I get to do what I want. Like for example, the more I enjoy talking to people versus creating reports, doing the admin things, completing the documents, passing the documents. Yun. If I focus more on communicating with people, closing deals, I get more results compared to pagpasa ng documents, pagpasa ng requirements, pag-file ng taxes. Yun. Doon ko lang napansin, wait, if I focus more on the things that I like, I think this brings more success. Also, napansin ko before, hindi ako showy sa success. Not as in, yung nagfa-fan ng money networking.
Like that?
Okay pa sana yung ganun eh. Pero I was like, naka-fan. Grabe talaga, cringe. But, as in, ano yun, dinedespise ko yun. Na, parang ang judge mo naman, ba't ganun? Only until, parang, when I started enjoying the things that I got from my profits, doon ko napansin na the students were also, possible pala yun. Like, naalala ko na I randomly just bought a laptop. Naglalakad lang sa mall. Tapos, kailangan ko ng laptop for that specific day. Bumili ako ng laptop. As if, wala lang, normal. But for other people, it has to be an event. It has to be scheduled. Ikaw, naglalakad lang. Tapos doon nakita yun ng students that I was with, doon nila narealize parang, possible pala, grabe si Marco, ganyan. After nun, nag-sink in sa kanila na, wait, so it's legit. You can make money from the forex market. And that's when they started making money. Nung nakikita nila that I enjoy, yun. Also, napansin ko rin sa LA, and this has been one of the lessons that I learned from Nikki, na you have to show up sa people. Kasi sobrang private person, sobrang behind the stage person ako. I don't want to show my success. Kasi nga cringe for me. But nung nakita ng mga tao that I get to, yung spendings ko, oh my gosh. Then it makes sense. For them, nga no, it's legit. You can make money. Then that's when they started showing the results. Interesting. Very interesting. Sobrang weird for me. But very interesting.
Mm-mm. And I wonder if you noticed, but it sounds like the dream that you had in college, and you've already achieved it. How long did it take you to get to that point?
Sobrang tagal. Sobrang tagal. I had so many limiting beliefs that I didn't know I had. And I still have. Akala ko wala na. Nung pabalik ng Japan, what the heck? Why do I have all of this? I thought I was perfect. The joke lang. So yun. It really took a while. Grateful ako sa isang specific day. That was June 24, 2016. Kasi I was forced to level up my trading. We call it a mental wallet limit. Hanggang dito lang yung kaya mong i-manage na money. So, yung sa akin, may certain amount, hindi ko siya ma-increase. Kasi, wala na akong makitang other person who makes that much. So, for me, anything more than that, hindi na siya possible. So, hindi ko siya mataas only until a certain event, Brexit yun noong 2016. When I entered the trade, 2 trades yun, and tumama sa target profit ko. Lumampas siya doon sa limit ng mental wallet ko. Tapos from there, I stopped trading. Nagtitrade ako pa konti-konti, maliliit na volume lang. Just so I can keep the balance. Just so it sinks in sa akin. I remember I traded June, my next trade was November. Ganon katagal. Yun.
Oh. And then in total, if you were to sum up your complete experience of money making and when you can finally say, okay, I am successful, I've fulfilled my vision board, how many years was that?
From LA, I think, yeah, mga 4 years. Mga 3 to 4 years bago. During the pandemic yon. It took that long para ma-achieve yung mga things na nasa vision board ko, sa current vision board ko. But there are still things that I haven't achieved. And I think yun yung, take me mga 5 years. Yun yung mga extravagant goals na. Yun. As usual, the same way that I still would like to achieve those, parang hindi siya as planned, hindi siya pinaghirapan. Kumbaga parang, if I wanted to buy a boat, I can buy a boat anytime I want. Parang ganon.
Yeah, so that's what's next for you now. So if I were to go back to the vision board that you wrote in college where you could be a bomb and technically you achieved it in let's say from LA it was 3 to 4 years, but from college to LA, how many years was that?
More than a decade.
More than a decade. So
More
in
than a
total,
decade, yeah.
if we were to summarize your money making experience to finally achieving your vision board of being a bomb, it was like 15 years, more or less.
Yeah, mga ganon. Oo.
Yeah.
Yung I would consider myself as a bum na.
Yeah.
Iba yung bum ko before eh. Iba yung bum ngayon.
Yeah.
Wala pa akong term. Before it was a bum, now we call it patatas.
Yeah.
Couch potato. Doon nanggaling.
And it took you, let's say, 13, 14, 15 years to get to your definition of finally fulfilling your vision board. And yet most people give up in what? 1 year, 2 years before the seeds they've been planting actually grow and leave it. And so for you, now that you say you've kind of fulfilled it now, what would you say is next for you? What's the next theme or vision that you are trying to fulfill at this stage of your life?
Akala ko okay na eh. But because of that Japan flight, na-challenge ako doon. Yung when you and Nikki, I'll just call it interviewed me. I think I am now excited to level up and increase yung lead. So ngayon, mataas yung income ko, feeling ko mas malayo pa yung mga kailangan na abutin ng students. Pero na-realize ko, baka ganun lang talaga kalayo yung gap or yung difference namin. Like for example, for some students, it's 100,000 yun yung gap. Current nila ngayon is 100,000. For example, just example lang ngayon, mine is nasa 63M. Baka yung ganun na difference talaga yung gap. So if I want them to go from 100,000 to 1 million, I have to be 63 million going to 65 million. Baka ganun yung difference niya. So for me, I think I have to level up. Yun yung next parts ko. And of course, to further optimize my system wherein I can also get to have the people enjoy the kind of lifestyle that I get, the kind of options that I have with less work. Kasi ngayon, I get to do that with work. I have to focus on people. I have to revamp this. I have to really look into how they are trading. I have to really look at their patterns and behaviors. If I can do that ng scalable way na hindi masyado nag-involve ng effort from me and nag-work, I think yun yung magiging magandang next part ko. Kailangan ko na ng help from other people dito.
Yeah. So LA LA is at a time where everything is expanding. And it all starts from you also, the founder. To expand the business owner must also expand. So that's a wonderful way to wrap up the whole discussion. So here's my final question for you, Mark. What would you say to those who are also creating uncharted paths, especially for those that don't have the typical next steps or typical maps that they need to get to the life that they want to have. What do they need? What would you say for them?
For the people who don't have the map yet, the entire map, I would suggest just take a step. Kasi mas maganda na magkaroon ka ng progress instead of stay still, plan. Wala kang bagong input if you just stand still. Whatever you know, whatever you have now, it's because of the things that you did in the past. It can only it can only bring you up to your current level ngayon. If you want to level up, you have to do something. You have to move forward, you have to move backward, you have to move sideways or whatever. Kasi if you move backward, then you gain a perception or a perspective of what not to do. So it lessens the options na gagawin mo. It lessens the potential losses na in the future. If you move sideways, if you move left and right, you gain a perspective of other opportunities. You gain, like for example, ano yung left and right mo? Let's say you're in a salon business. Left and right mo, magkarinderya ka. Something different. Diba? If you move forward naman, if you succeed, then you gain one option, then you gain one opportunity to, of course, level up your business. But pinaka bottom line nun is just move. You will not, I guarantee you, not be able to figure out the entire steps, the entire map. You think you have it all figured out? I thought I had it all figured out. Naka-map yan, naka-Gantt chart yan. I also learned so many project management. Naka-resource management yung vision board ko. But, well, if you're a really good project manager, you know, it doesn't always go that way. Never, ever siya naging ganon. Ang dami kong, okay, maybe this will work, maybe this is the best option. Only later on to find out na hindi pala yun yung best option, may mas maganda pa pala na hindi ko malalaman if I just stood still, did the Google research. Yun. Google is a really powerful tool, but I still find learning from people the best option. You want to become rich? Talk to a rich person. You want to become like an old money person? Talk to an old money person. Ang hirap niya hanapin sa Google. You want to learn about the habits, the rituals, the beliefs that old money people have? Hindi mo mahanap yan sa Google. You'll find some, but a lot of it, kulang ng context. Yun.
I love that.
Just move forward. Just do it.
Just
Make
do
mistakes.
Thank you for that, Mark.
One more thing pala.
Go.
Sorry, if add ko lang. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Kasi, based from experience, you can only create mistakes up to the level na kaya mo. Like for example, sample lang to, your mental wallet is up to 100,000. You cannot, I dare you cannot create a mistake that's worth 1 billion. You just can't if your mental wallet is only 100,000. So don't be afraid. Every mistake that you do, you have the resources na to solve it. Just have to be very creative. Yung resources could be hindi tao or hindi money, but it could be a connection that has the specific item that you need to solve your problem. Okay? Ayun.
I love that. I love what you said. You can't create a mistake beyond the level that you can, because so many people catastrophize actually the level of impact that their mistake will cause. And now that you painted it in that picture with the money and the numbers, made me realize, it's only up to the level that you're at. So the only way to break through that is for you to also grow and expand yourself. Ang galing. Thank you for the insight, Mark. So, is there anything... Go.
Yeah. And then i-add ko lang. May kakilala kasi ako na parang this person doesn't know yung mental wallet niya. Hindi nagsisink in. That person made a 1 million mistake of enrolling in a certain course na hindi niya nagustuhan. Ayun. Tapos pinapatunayan niya, kaya ko i-grow yung account ko from $50 to $150, $200. No, hindi mo kailangan. Mataas sa mental wallet mo. Okay,
That
sige.
person sounds so funny. No?
Very funny. Very funny.
Yeah. Oh well, good luck to that person. But okay,
Magaling yan.
would you like to say or promote, plug in anything regarding Leo Advantage? This is your time now. Go.
Okay, if you want to also learn how to design your life, how to enjoy it through forex trading, you can check us out at nalioadvantage.com. Uh, for the year 2023, this is our last class, the start of November. We are going to increase rates next year. So be on the lookout. I think hindi pa ako sure. Kasi the way that we schedule our year starts on February. So I think may isa pa kaming month before we raise our rates. Yun. Also, be on the lookout for Leo Advantage. Kasi more than just trading, you get to learn about your lifestyle, you get to learn more about yourself. There are a lot of people that you can learn from inside the community. Hindi lang siya trading, there's games, there's fashion, there's travels. You can also get coached. But of course, our one and only host, Nax, si Kat. Magaling si Kat sa pagko-coach niya. And she's launching several programs that I think traders should go through. Kasi yung na-experience ko na coaching na ginawa ni Kat and ginawa rin ni Nikki, nagduo sila doon. It's just a really, 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 really small part of what she is doing na inside the community. And of course, for you to be part of that program, you have to be inside the community. More than just trading, you get to identify your limits, your barriers, your limitations, and of course, your habits and your perception sa world around you. Thing is, if you get to do that, you get to enjoy the trader life faster.
So therefore, less work, more impact.
Correct. If I may add, just one last. A lot of people want the less work, more impact, more money kind of life. But what I noticed is that not everyone actually wants it or believes that they want it or even in their at their core really think it's possible. Yun, if you're that kind of person, I would suggest, again, face it, go through coaching, go to the community, get to see the people who are enjoying the trader life and see ano yung mga habits, ano yung mga beliefs nila so it becomes a bit more possible.
I love that. So to summarize this whole conversation, I love how your life is basically you seeing what's possible and you asking yourself, what can I do to make that possible for me? Oh, I love that. So thank you
Correct.
so much for the podcast, Mark. I hope you also
Thank
enjoyed and
you.
I hope everyone enjoyed listening. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.